And I was thinking perhaps, I don't know if you did that on I Can Tell, like, I don't know if you were moving the hand when you needed to sing the bass a little more, perhaps you went on the back pickup when you needed to, but you were playing with the front pickup a little more, and you had a little more depth to it. But I want to see if we can get as natural and, as real as possible.
Hi, I'm Benedetti, I'm a DJ producer, and I run a label called Soulshine Recordings out of New York City.
What we are doing today is we are laying some ideas together for a possible song. We don't know yet what's going to be.
I Can Tell, that's Albert Sterling Menendez. We did like 20, 30 songs together. He wrote the track with another singer they used to jam a lot, Grant Green Jr. I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep the original musical elements together. So I got all the parts that he played and everything, and I just made a different arrangement. Got a dope bass player to play a dope bass line, and a fantastic bass player, Gene Perez, and one of my all-time favorite players. And we hooked up, and he came and he knocked the whole thing in one take, and I was like, that's it, that's what I wanted. And that record became huge, #1 in the UK, and I mean, it's unbelievable.
I'm gonna mute all the Rhodes tracks that you did, that thing at the end, so so you can play it.
Love Won't Give Up, yeah. Actually, that thing was done about 3 years ago. Kenny was putting out a lot of records at the time, and I just didn't want to do another one that sounded like everything else out there. One day I started to experiment with some different drum sounds and stuff, and I was doing some different beats, and I hooked up with a keyboard player that I like a lot, Selan, and I believe he's one of the great players around, and I really like his style, and I said, you know what, let's see if we can knock this thing down and take it to a different level, and he nailed it.
Just because I said you guys can play in one take, don't make me a fool out of myself.
I noticed that by studying labels such as West End Records and the music coming out in the 70s, and why is it that we still play that kind of a sound 30 years later? What is the one thing that keeps us going back to the past and listening to what they did and copying or stealing, emulating, whatever? What is the whole thing that is going on there? It's gotta be music and musicianship.